All right, hello, everybody. How are we doing today? I hope we're all doing well, and we are going into the final day of the Mavericks Blitz Brawl. We would have started earlier, but teams had to reschedule because, you know, we're scheduling around OWC and stuff like that. So we're having our first match of the, I believe, either quarterfinals or semifinals today. It is the semifinals. It says on my screen. So yeah, we'll have first match in the semifinals, I believe. It is the Police Have Found My Secret Stash of Stolen Ketamine versus W Speed, and I am joined today by the GOAT, Tapak Hard Rock. There we go. Had to read
also known as Epic Gambling.
Epic Gambling.
Thanks for introducing me. And today is gonna be a very interesting match. I'm very excited to see Eternum and Kemsi play, to be honest.
Yeah, I've been really excited to watch Fee play because, I mean, since watching Fee play at COE, I've just kind of been keeping up with a lot of their scores and like stuff they've been doing, and they've generally just been playing really well this whole tournament, and they've been playing really well outside of tournaments. And same goes for Alfie, where they've been playing really well in this tournament. And I'm excited to see how they go, because even though they see 10, I feel like if there's a team to upset W Speed, I think this could be the team that do it.
That's an interesting take. Let's see. It's very exciting, to be honest. I don't know who to place my bets on, to be honest.
Oh, no, neither. This match, I feel like, will be very close out of all the matches.
But judging from the qualifier seeding, who knows? But the qualifiers were relatively easy, to be honest.
Yeah, I said qualifiers was it had some really skewed results, because we had Team 41 where they were 22nd in qualifiers, and yet for 3 matches in a row, even against W Speed, it looked like they had a very high chance of winning. And even though for being a low qualifying seed, they were keeping up with every high seed they ran against. So I think some scores got skewed a bit with how, I guess, easier on the qualifiers were for these players. But I mean, when you look at this map pool, I think that gets thrown out the window, and you can see some very difficult maps in play now.
Exactly. So what do we have here? What will be the roles? What will be the picks? We'll see very soon.
Oh, first ban.
First ban. Yeah, actually, that's kind of uncommon.
Yeah, usually people go for a second ban, and my assumption is it's the new, there's the chance the enemy team pick your ban for you, so you get another opportunity for it. But that's only my assumption as someone who commentates and doesn't play.
Excited to see some big black today.
Yeah, I believe it is our most picked map of the tournament.
Actually?
Yeah, I think it's been banned once and not played once, and every other match has been played.
Yeah, I think in one of our matches we didn't pick it, and we just almost completely swept the team, and then in the next match we picked it because it was just funny.
Yeah. It's really so fun to watch, the different plays on it, and as we're getting further and further into the tournament now, we're getting close to that point where I'm expecting, or at least thinking, some of these players can find their full combos on it, because, I mean, the map's had mind block in it for, like, however long the map's been ranked. Like, almost a decade at this point, if not already a decade.
Okay, but see our first bans.
Our first ban's coming out. Oh, No More 2 and the Hidden 2. So my favourite map and the map that scares me the most, but that Hidden 2 being banned is so understandable, because it has single-handedly crippled so many teams we've seen play it, where, it's one of the hardest reading maps I think I've seen as a Hidden 2.
Does RapGPU have the best hidden score on this so far? He got, like, I think 450k, something like that.
We saw a 500k on it, but I've already forgotten who it was. It's so unfortunate, but it was a genuinely insane score. But yeah, VA also had that 450k as well. Oh, they're really losing the Hidden 1. I've not seen this map be played yet, which does upset me, because it's the only map in this pool I actually haven't seen.
I did see that Will Joy played it. I think it was against W Speed, actually.
Yeah, it was
really well on it.
Yeah, it was a match I didn't get to see, and sadly, it's the only map. If it does get picked later in this tournament, I'm gonna have no idea what's going on. But the No Mod 5 is also gone, which is kind of sad. I love that 247 DPM stream. Weird kind of. It's low OD, but then it has really weird sections with like the 1, 2, 3, 4 like quad patterns that aren't streams. It's got those sprinkled in with those streams, but it is gone, which is sad to see. I guess they're not feeling too confident on those heavy mechanics, as they also did ban that No Mod 2. But now that the bans have been sorted, I wonder what the picks are gonna be.
Judging from what I can predict. Actually, I cannot predict anything. I don't know what the police have found my hidden stash can pick, to be honest. I haven't seen that.
We have a guess from Mavosk where it's going to be the free mod 1, and I have a slight feeling at some point it definitely will be played. But I'm also wondering to see if anyone picks that free mod 2, because I think free mod 2 hasn't been played this tournament. But it is going to be the No Mod 4. So we're going into the Camellia featuring Camellia tech map. Iro o Ushinata Machi. I have butchered that completely. Please don't kill me.
It's alright. I'm not even gonna pronounce it. Not even gonna try.
Map. Yeah, this map is very heavy on that like slide array and kind of flowing as well with some of these patterns where there's bursts sprinkled in between. And quite a few doubles, like double into sliders at a solid 166 BPM. So some thing control, you know, going to be added into this map. But it's tech. Like if you can play tech, you can play this BPM reasonably comfortably.
I believe so. I think they're preparing for the start.
Yeah. It's also one of the shortest maps in the map, where it's sitting at a solid 2 minutes and 1 second. There are a lot of the maps in this pool are sitting around that area, but we have got a few long consistent maps, which I believe, or hoping for, will get picked later in. Yeah, I kind of, going into this match, I kind of feel, not necessarily bad, but I feel for FaZe, because they've just come out of an OWC match against the United States, and within less than an hour, they're here. So they're kind of going stress to stress, back to back. So, but I'm hoping it doesn't affect their tournament performance for this match.
Well, personally for me, when you're stressed, you're kind of like locked in, to be honest. That's how I got when I was playing Hard Rock 2 the first time. I got 650k and it's my best score, and it was only because I locked in so much because of nerves.
Oh, I wish I was able to do that. If I get nerves, I turn into KHZ back in like 2020-ish, where, you know, it's just shaking around the notes almost.
Well, it's impossible to shake this full area, you know?
You know what? Yeah, that's a good point. I play on a tiny area, so I'd never understand it.
Very excited to see this map. I'm very glad I didn't play it in a match, because I would personally do horrible on it. I completely cannot play tech, but we got some...
tech is impossible.
Yeah, we got some solid players here on both sides in terms of tech mechanics, so this is definitely gonna be very close, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I would think this will be one of the closest groups of people to play this map. So especially with the tournament experience of all these players. But KMC finding a really unfortunate miss, but again, we're not even 50 combo in, so I don't think that miss is really gonna do anything to tip the scales of the match by the end.
Agreed. Unless the team on the left just holds combo for very long.
Yeah, if they double FC, at that point, the only thing to match it will be a double FC with better accuracy.
Yeah.
Right, getting to the first, more complicated section where those triple triangles come out, the sliders start kicking into full force, and so far, with the start of the map, no one's really been claimed if we ignore the first 20 notes.
Which are making sort of a difference, 30k after all. But it's also an accuracy that matters, so yeah. Alfie is actually going with a very strong accuracy, 99.5 on this type of map is actually crazy.
FaZe finding the first long combo break, but it is matched by Kemsey. And yeah, saying about the accuracy, Alfie's sitting at 99.6 in a turn, matching with a solid 99 as well. So they're kind of just going back and forth in that full combo game right now.
Okay, let's see. Oh no, Eternal! That's gonna...
Oh, but it's matched by Alfie, so both full combos are off the board now, and it's just FaZe sitting about 200 combo going into the last quarter of the map. Oh, Alfie and Kenzie both trading each other out on those misses as well.
But the important combo is still, FaZe still holding.
Yeah, FaZe still holding with, solid accuracy as well. And, I mean, Alfie finding another break, but that 98% accuracy is going to really come into clutch as well. And Kenzie finding another break. So Alfie and Kenzie just keep trading back and forth. And Eternum, catching up on that combo. Solid 400 to FaZe's 500, but it's not enough on the ending. And the police have found the hidden stash of stolen ketamine, are taking the first point, with FaZe won this by 106,000 score.
Very solid performance by both teams.
Yeah, very solid performance. I mean, Eternum came out with an S rank, and the second highest combo on the board with the highest accuracy at the ending too. So, I mean, generally a great performance out of them, and having the highest individual score on the map, but it just unfortunately isn't enough when you're putting yourselves against Alfu and FaZe to, play that no mod 4. And I mean, it's their epic. They came out with confidence to play it, and that confidence paid off. They're getting their first point on the board.
Let's see what the next pick will bring us. Really hoping to see like something like No Mod 6 actually. That's a very hard. That's a very hard technical map.
Yeah, that No Mod 6 has been it's been one of those maps where I've been really enjoying. Oh no, don't worry about it, bro. if you have something to say, just say it, and I'll quiet down.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Yeah, that No Mod 6, it's been a really fun map to watch this entire tournament, because it's been so complicated with scores of like every variety, because it's that polyrhythmic map that struggles to have. But we'll go back to that if it gets picked, because we've got the DT3 locked in from Eternum and the W Speed's team as a whole. So we're going into the speed map of the pool, a solid about 264 BPM streams. It's Camelot, great band, and it's Phantom Divine to be specific, and it is Fire Lord's map. Can't get over that mapping name. That's elite right there.
Yeah. Also, what I want to say from players' perspective, DT3 seems more mashable than, for example, No Mod 5. At least for me personally.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why when we were playing, I cannot play speed completely, but Rough GPU can, so I can just sort of mash, and DT3 was more mashable for me.
That's fair. So I feel like, with this map, like with Warpledge in the No Mod 5, I feel like the mashing on it can be quite 50-50 because of the OD mixed with how weird the streams can be to aim, where compared to this streams, at least with the first half, are a lot easier to aim, so mashing with it can be a bit more comfortable, it's from, just watching experience. I, again, haven't played the tournament. I'm not that kind of level.
I'm not that kind of level either, but I got carried by RGPO, thanks.
I mean, you pulled out some crazy scores yourself, is all I'm going to say. So you did pull out some crazy scores, so I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say it was a hard carry. That's no disrespect to FTP.
I did get better scores than him on No Mod 2, so there's something.
Exactly. Yeah, oh yeah, no, your score on No Mod 2. Oh. Chef's kiss.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, I remember watching that one. I said that as if it wasn't yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. I'm very prepared to watch this one.
Yeah, let's get into this DT3. 260 BPM.
Will the team on the left be able to hold on?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know the speed capabilities of either of these players. I imagine they can play to some degree as they're both, experienced tournament players. But, when it's not your pick, it's one of those ones where I feel like maybe it's something where your opponents might be a bit stronger on it. But with the early accuracy lead in favor of, Stolen Ketamine, it could go either way. Oh, okay, no mind. It has switched over literally as the break happens. Okay, cool.
Okay, so far we see a really good accuracy from Alfio actually, once again. The best accuracy in the lobby so far.
Yeah, playing around 98.6 pretty much. Going into the next stream section. Yeah, all of these players seem to be holding up on the speed. But FaZe did find an unfortunate break about 100 combo ago, and the accuracy is a bit lower. Oh yeah, Kenzie, actually now matching that break, but the accuracy on FaZe side is it's quite unfortunate, so, they're going to have to start playing that combo game so much harder now, just to try and, bring that score to be about more even. But when you're looking at these top two players right now, Alfie versus Eternum, they're both keeping up so well, and they're both neck and neck with their scores.
Now all that matters is support score, I believe.
Yeah. No supporting scores are going to be the make or break right now, and FaZe just finding another break in the middle of the stream, unfortunately, but it is straight out by Kenzie and Eternum. So it's now Alfie holding it on his own with that full combo, And that score lead, if he keeps holding, will start to move over. And going to the last about third of the map with the guitar solo. You know, these streams, you know, they get a small bit more intense as the map goes on. They get a bit more, they get a bit longer, get more intense. And, you know, it's just up to if you're able to hold on to those combos. And we have, you know, for Alfew's sake, if he can hold on to that S rank especially, it can flip over at a moment because it's 15,000 difference right now. And Faye, chain missing at the start, that isn't going to help too much, but it doesn't matter when Alfew brings that score over at 1300 combo.
Are we gonna see NFC? No!
Potatoes cast. We're so sorry, Alfew, but oh wait, that might have switched over the scoreline because the Turnip and Kenzie are both holding on. Literally last moments. Oh
Alfew,
no!
I'm so sorry.
We have trolled
The
them.
commentator.
Oh no!
That was so close though. That was exciting. That was exciting though.
Such a tense map. Yeah, 4 miss from Kemsey, 1 miss from Eternum, and a 5 miss right on the ending for Alfew was so unfortunate. But that accuracy coming out from Kemsey, almost 96%. Just you know, holding on for dear life when it came to that accuracy, and it just worked out well. I mean, it won them the point at the end of the day, especially with Eternum's combo at the end. I've just got to say fair play. It was a very close point.
Yep, I agree, 100%. But what mattered the most in the end was a support combo, and
Yeah.
Fia is, I guess, not that much of a speed player, which is understandable.
Yeah, every player's got to have a weakness of some sort. Even Emrek, even if it's hard to spot one. I said that as if it isn't speed, but you know, we don't worry about that part.
Okay, now we have I don't know how to even abbreviate this team because like the naming of the team is so long to pronounce.
I've just been calling them Stolen Ketamine, but I think unanimously for other commentators we've just been calling them Police.
Yeah.
So we just go with Police. I call them Stolen Ketamine because it's the map that they've stolen that name from is absolutely hilarious and a really random map, so I have to give it that respect of Stolen Ketamine. Oh, and your wish has been granted. We are seeing that No Mod 6.
Let's go. That's gonna be an exciting one. That's what I'm excited to see.
Yeah, good old
That's one
double
of the toughest
IL.
maps for me.
I'd argue it's one of the hardest maps in the pool, other than the Hidden 2.
DT2.
Oh, yeah.
DT2 is crazy.
DT2 is probably the hardest map of the pool. However, I struggle to say that because after seeing what Puyu did to that map with that insane 900,000 score almost, it's crazy to think that's the hardest map of the pool and Puyu almost FCs it.
Ooh, I haven't seen that, by the way.
Yeah, Puyu went god mode on it.
I try to follow everything.
Yeah, I'll find it I'll find it later after the grand finals if I can. But yeah, the Pioneer, it's probably the third hardest map in the map pool then. If we go Burning Star, then the Hidden 2, Shotgun Generator, and then I'd say Pioneer 4, because this map is so complex. You know, it's polyrhythms, it's IIL, you know, it's what you'd expect, and it's a devious panda map at that. So it's, you know, it's got that kind of weird flowing parts, some really weird, I guess, jumps you'd call them, but it's just a lot more, you know, just complex mapping is basically the best way to put it down.
Yeah, that's how I would put it as well.
Yeah. And the players are
Most
ready to
players
play.
are preparing.
Woo! I see how there's no 1-6 goes, because with each round that's going on, I think we've seen better and better scores coming out from this map. And eating mid-match, I rate that
Exactly.
for you. I rate that. You did just come out of an OWC match, you deserve to eat.
True. I had some great dumplings before commentating as well.
Oh, valid.
Okay, the exciting one. The one map I've been waiting for. Let's see it.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. Ooh, we're turning finding a very early miss, but once again, it's another case of being early combo and traded by Alfew, so I don't think it's a big problem.
Not a big problem for either sides. FIA holding a very nice accuracy.
Oh yeah, holding 98. I mean, even
Dropped a little since I said that, but
yeah, even being early into the map, you know, 98 accuracy on this is still, you know, kind of phenomenal because this map it's quite consistent in its rhythmical difficulty. And yeah, there's the unfortunate misses being found, but Alfie's picking it up, bringing that 98.6 accuracy, now holding the lead of the lobby, and Combo so holding the second combo lead because the tournament is now sitting at 330. Oh, and there's the break for Alfie, which means that score lead gets close a bit. And Faye, trading their teammate out with another miss. So it's just a tournament, Kenzie, just holding on to their combos for dear life as Alfie finds another unfortunate miss. But the accuracy is still kind of in favor of the police, where they have, Alfie with 95 holding the accuracy record on the in this lobby.
But unfortunately, the combo is on the right, or fortunately, depending on and it's and again, the commentators curse just as soon as I talked about this. Once again.
Turnham dropping that 600 combo, Kempsey drops at the moment the break ends! So it's now back to Alfie holding the 230 combo! And now it's up to Fia just to start building that support combo. Oh!
Will there be enough time?
It's 100,000, but it is closing. Oh, but it's closing quickly because Alfie was holding on to that combo now. And about quarter map left, so there definitely is time if Fia and Alfie both keep holding on because the Turnham and Kempsey are quite a good bit of combo behind, and the accuracy, you're also somewhat behind. That score lead now has finally swapped over. Oh, it's tense on this ending because a break from the police can just kind of flip this back over, but that score line is growing further, and that is the last spinner and slider. So right at the end, the police have found their footing and close out that map to bring it 2-1 with 105,000 score difference. Also, I respect from Alfie here, highest score in lobby, but holding the highest miss count to match it. That's crazy work with that accuracy, crazy work with that combo, and that's fair play.
That's actually one of the most exciting matches, probably, of this tournament.
Oh, we've seen some crazy matches this tournament. If this goes to tiebreaker, then it has definitely got contenders to that. But then, yesterday we did have 2 tiebreaker matches back to back, which was also phenomenal matches from both teams there as well. So this could be close. And they're picking into the DT too. It seems they want to pick into that speed picks, pick that finger control, because their finger control has to be warmed up now. They just played Pioneer 4. So going into the Burning Star, going to the hardest map of the pool, it's a step up, don't get me wrong, but they've shown they have the speed capabilities for it. And they were showing they had, good finger control. So if they can add both of them together, this map could be, a great point for them to take.
That's gonna be very exciting as well. All that matters is that finger control. And speed, of course.
Yeah, this map starts as a speed map, right? It starts off with those, 260 BPM streams right at the start, and then right after that, you have those doubles. And once you see those doubles in this map, this map has switched, and it's turning to full finger control capabilities, and the difficulty skyrockets so quickly.
I also see Kempsey living in the beginning of every match. I think he just goes practice a little.
Yeah, I understand that. I feel that. Yeah, this map was deemed by so many other players to be the impossible map, but we've also had players in the pool show that, it's possible. It's just usually out of reach because, who looks at a map like Burning Star and thinks, let me add DT to that real quick? Like, it's not the map I'd expect anyone to play DT, but we've seen it here. We're seeing it here. And I'm very interested to see the performance these players put out on it.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, pulling up to the intro of the map. And you'll see quite early on what I mean with the finger control kind of kicking into capabilities immediately with a lot of these triples, a lot of these quads, straight into small jump sections or slider, the buzz sliders or kick sliders or whatever they are to be in this map. And it's finding a quite unfortunate early break because of them. But the score's not switched over just yet. It's still 11,000 in favor of Turnham, and it was that slider kick right at the end of one of the bursts that did claim the Turnham, as you can see from their S rank. But the map hasn't truly begun yet because you're seeing these streams now. But the map has now officially started going to those doubles, which did claim Kemsy, but both players in the police have just, decided to keep holding their combo throughout. And I just had another slider break, but it was from both players of police, Alfu and FA, finding their misses, but it is combo resets across the board, and those doubles did find their victims. And Eternum finding another unfortunate break, so it's now just Kemsy and VA holding on to those large combos, and that scoreline is going back and forth. This map is tense, this map is close, and you are seeing it. And at the break, it is 10,000 in favor of W Speed, but it's so close. It is less than 20,000 score, which means it could switch over at a moment's notice. Alfu and FA both holding on to, quite decent high 200 combos, but it's also Kemsy sitting at 400, and FA finding really unfortunate breaking that scoreline is going to start flipping over now.
So far, everything looks like it's gonna be the victory for W Speed, but who knows? Maybe some very unlucky chain miss and Kemsy breaks.
The scoreline though is 130,000 with nothing left of the map, and both breaks from police finalizing it. That is the point to W Speed. Oh. Yeah, 1 million combined score. Jesus.
Everyone called W Speed for a reason.
Yeah. They've got that speed and lock. But yeah, 3 misses from 3 players and a 4 miss from Faye. Those miscounts are so low and generally so crazy, but you got Kemsy pulling out a calm 556,000, Eternum pulling out a 460,000. What can you really do? I mean, yeah, sure, you can hold combo and actually longer, but it's Burning Star with DT. That's such a difficult thing to do.
Exactly. I think I had like 50k on this map, to be honest.
If I got 10k, I'd be happy. I can't lie. I think I'd fail with no fail. Like, that's the kind of score I'd put out.
I could probably spam this to a pass, but that's not even close to any of the players in this lobby.
Yeah, I mean, they're proving why they've made it to semi-finals. They're showing confidence on every map in the pool. And even on the maps where, the teams have lost, because it is 2-2, it's not like it's been, so heavily one-sided. Like, we've seen players be uncomfortable on some maps, but, these players are so close. And that hidden 3 is going to be coming out from Alfie. We're going into Libertas, it is an A, I can see it. Which is the hidden kind of tech map, I would describe it as, right?
It's more of an alt map, Techy alt map. Yeah, something like that. That's what usually HG3 is.
Yeah, from the player's perspective, how difficult would you say this map is in match?
In match, I cannot even imagine because I haven't played it in match, but I have like a personal score of I think 150k. It's not the most difficult map ever, but like, if I pulled off 150k in a match, it's definitely not gonna be enough,
That's fair. I mean, yeah, we've been seeing like 400s to 700ks on this map where players just, kind of go crazy. And Alfu and Fier are kind of examples of that, where I believe they played this map, and the match they did play, they pulled out some phenomenal scores on it, especially Alfu, I think it was, and Eternum, actually, because Eternum played it in their, I think W Speed played it in the last match they played to get to this round, and I believe Eternum pulled out an almost an S rank.
Okay, both players are in the lobby. I mean, all of the players.
Yeah, Kemsy has to go check the map real quick, which I do not blame them. Use that countdown while you have it.
Ooh. That's what I should have done. Maybe I would have gotten better scores. Who knows? Maybe I wouldn't slider break in the end of number 2.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Oh, just double check the ending, It'd be on the ending of Noble 2, you'd always expect it to be that space string to claim someone, but it's somehow the slider.
Yep.
Right, let's get this hidden 3 going, though. Right, I'm interested to see these scores because, I mean, again, we've had phenomenal scores from all of these players, and all of these players are definitely comfortable on hidden. So this could be very close, and it's just going to be difficult on the map itself. But Kemsy finding an early break again, but with the points we've seen so far, these early breaks aren't going to matter too much. But it is a short map, so, it will hurt significantly more than it would on a long consistency map.
Okay, nobody broke on those sliders. That's important.
Yeah, the slider string claiming no victims this time, but Eternum does find a very unfortunate miss on the jump. And Alfio and Fie are just going to keep holding on to their combo now, holding combo leads by 80. And Alfio's accuracy sitting at 99.4, just dominating everyone when it comes to accuracy right now.
But everyone still seems relatively comfortable with this map, no matter what. All that matters is just that Alfio and Fia just hold their combo.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, actually speaking of though, Fia does find a miss, and it's trade with Alfio as well, so both players...
No. It's a luck. Fia is holding combo, Fia is...
Okay, but not that time, because the flow-in section did claim Fia, which is super unfortunate. So that combo now is, in favor of a tournament only with 400. So that scoreline is going to start closing slowly as Alfio and Fia do try to catch up, and Kempsey needs to find their footing to support their teammate. But I mean, their score overall still 300,000. They're supporting well enough right now. But Fia and Alfio are going to start building their combos up on this section, getting through the follow point stream, getting to the more slider intense section with a bit more rhythm in it, and Eternum does find that break. Yeesh, that scoreline is now going to start moving back in favor of the police have found a hidden stash. And yeah, Alfio's built that combo back up perfectly fine. They didn't worry about their break, and they've not really ran into a problem since.
They seem very comfortable, especially with that attack on Alfio.
Yeah, that accuracy is crazy. And ends the map. Yes, that is a 3-2. And Alfio's accuracy has to be mentioned again. 99.6 almost. And it is another S rank. And the Eternum almost matching it, but that one miss on the jumps did remove the S rank. So, yeah, as expected, these players are so comfortable on hidden in this kind of map. But it does, it's generally that one miss, that one slider break that showed the difference where this map almost flipped over to the side of the W speed. But they built that combo. They didn't worry about their misses, and they just kept climbing it back up.
Also worth noting is that although Eternum's accuracy seems close, it's actually like 3 times the 100.
Oh my, yeah, 3 times the 100 count, twice the 50 count, and technically because you can't multiply by 0, an infinite amount of more misses.
True. Okay, but now it's W speed pick. I'm very excited to see this one, because they don't have any more speed maps.
They could pick into that No Mod 3, because Eternum pulled out a phenomenal score on that No Mod 3, literally only breaking within the last 100 combo the last time they played it, and Kempsey bringing in some crazy supporting combos. But we've also still got both frame mods still open, all of the hard rock still open, and that DT1, which is just still quite a more mechanical map. It's 240 BPM streams with jumps littered in between, so if they want to continue on that mechanics side of maps, they could definitely pick into that DT1.
True. Although I have to comment on No Mod 3, I don't know how. Like, I have decent flow aim. Like, I cannot. I have 764 PP top play on Higan Kiko, and on Gas, I kind of have the finger control, but I just completely cannot play it. And the same goes for Hard Rock 3. It's like, I'm a hard rock player, I have absolutely no problems getting good accuracy on most of the maps, but those alternating maps they're just breaking me. I don't know why.
Yeah, and it doesn't help either. This map is a swing arrangement map, so it's, those rhythms are a bit out of the ordinary for normal maps. And adding hard rock on top of that does make this map so much more difficult, especially with it being, 310 BPM. Sure, they're not streams, but they're still alternating patterns. And you do need that control, especially with it being a swing arrangement map, to get the accuracy on this map, and the combo especially.
Yeah, you definitely need a lot of aim control. Flow aim is just not enough at this point, especially at this map.
Yeah, especially this map, and especially at this point in the tournament, where every one of these players will have some degree of flow aim, some degree of tapping, and they definitely know how to mix them both. So you need to be confident on both to start bringing those points home. And honestly, if you want to look at a player or team that have that ability, Eternum and Kempsey are definitely some players that have that ability.
True, I agree 100%. But we'll see how this match will go. Maybe it will be the first breakpoint for Stolen Ketamine.
Yeah, it could be the first breakpoint. This is, when you have a player like Alfio who's been putting crazy performances on every map, and someone like Fia who's also been putting in some crazy good supporting scores, or even leading some good scores, this definitely can go either way.
So far, seems like no early breaks.
Yeah, no one seems to,
which is important.
yeah, no one seems to be struggling. And I mean, again, it's another one of those short maps, 2 minutes 27. So it's, you know, those early breaks are going to be important. And now we're getting to the point of the map where any break is going to be, you know, critical. And Alfu does find the first one on that flame section, which is gonna start proving my point there immediately, with the score quite quickly growing to 25k almost immediately. And going to the first Ki with no major breaks just yet, other than Alfu.
I would argue the first Ki. Oh no, Eternum. I was just about to say the first Ki is relatively easy to combo, but then we see Eternum.
Eternum missing just at the end of it, which is now making the battle of Fie versus Kemsy, but Fie does find a miss as I go to mention it. So it's Kemsy now leading the lobby with that 98.7% accuracy, holding the highest accuracy in the lobby, and now the highest combo to boot, being the only FC remaining. But Alfie is, you know, catching back up with that. Never mind, was about to be at 400 combo, but just found a really unfortunate break. So it's now just the battle of support and combo for Eternum, and Fie and Alfie are going to start trying to build theirs right back up, because they've got 1/3 of the map left, and if Kenzie decides to just keep holding on as they seem to be doing so, there's not much left they can really do. And Alfie finding another break, just over-aiming that section a small bit, is a small bit unfortunate.
But the second Ki is gonna be much harder, so we'll definitely... I'm definitely looking forward to see Kemsy play it.
Yeah, because Kenzie's on a roll right now this map, and Eternum's catching right back up as well, sitting at a solid 557 combo. Fie also catching up now, sitting at 500 combo. And it's just basically up to Kenzie at this point if Alfie starts building that support combo back up, but 500,000 score difference practically, and Fie breaking as well to make those chances of comeback slimmer and slimmer.
Oh, Kemsy!
Kenzie does find the break, but I don't think it's going to matter too much because Eternum's got some crazy combo to match, and it's so little left of the map remaining, that 540 to 550,000 score. It doesn't have time to close. Genuinely a phenomenal score from both players at W Speed. Eternum's crazy score, Kenzie's crazy score. Like, just genuinely an S rank as well on that. Didn't even find a miss. And one miss from Faye as well, but just didn't have the combo to match Kenzie. So yeah, that's a point, making it 3-3 and completely tied up halfway through the match.
I was very excited to see Kemsy FC this, to be honest. That would be actually crazy.
Yeah.
It's still like amazing score. Nothing to say, nothing. For example, I have like, I think 170k on this map, which is like nothing. Look at this. And I'm 12k PP player. Just so you understand the perspective.
Yeah, like still a very good player at that, and just getting a score like that is so differently breed. And we are going to be seeing that free mod 1, so it is going to keep up its reputation as the most popular map in the pool. And it turns out one of the players doesn't have the map. I understand that. This map, rage-inducing. It is mind block central.
Especially when you played it as like when you just started playing the game, you know.
Oh,
because
God,
I have the mind lock because I was playing Big Black a lot when I was like just starting the game, you know.
Yeah. I'm happy that I didn't start playing this map until I was like, I mean, I played it quite a bunch still when I was like 6-digit, but I didn't really start playing it until I was about 50k. And even then, I still have mind block on the intro with the part that I never see anyone else ever breaking on, but it's those sliders where it's 1, 2, 3, 4, but the slider ends, the slider end and start is on the opposite side of each other. Yeah. And it's just, I don't know what it is. I can't get past that part. I can pass it, sure, but I can't combo it.
Well, I just flip my monitor, to be honest. Like, just flip the monitor, flip the area, and just play it. That's how I played it in the match, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a good way to play. I guess it does, you know, help with the mind block on it. But I struggle with Flip's resolution because I don't have the skin for it, and I'm so picky with skins that I don't think I have. I don't think there's a skin that would allow me to play Flips.
I don't even flip my notes. Like, I just play with numbers flipped. I just don't care. I just hit them.
That's fair.
Especially, Big Black is the only maps that I play like this. Okay, we are seeing Hard Rock, Eternum, Kemsy with Hidden, Fia with Nomad, and Alfie with HGHR. Let's see where that leads us.
Yeah, running the no mod is, quite the safe bet, but you are going to be forcing your teammate to run Hidden Hard Rock. But, I mean, Alfie's so confident on both that I'm not going to be worrying about it. And Kenzie and Fie both trying each other out on the early sliders. So that the combo's coming out from only a turn now, because Alfie did find a break on the sliders, and it's, just going through this section with a repeating slider pattern, and it does claim Alfie again. And the next repeating slider section, it doesn't claim anyone, so it's now a Fie versus a Eternum on those scores, but Eternum's is going to just be a small bit higher because of the Hard Rock, and Alfie breaking right at the end of it, but the score lead is 11,000 in favor of the police.
I see Kemsi is very excited.
Yeah, or very upset.
Or very upset, who knows.
Oh, but Eternum does break on the stream section, which is now going to start pushing the score lead just in favor of the police, because Fie's got that 300 combo.
Oh, that's a very slider breakable part.
Yeah, the bus sliders can be fatal. And it doesn't seem to cause an issue yet, but the slider streams do claim Alfie and Eternum and Kenzie.
Fia!
Fia's just the only one holding, which means that score lead now just starts to flip over in the favor of the police. And Alfie's now building up their combo, so it's both players of the police holding the largest combos in the lobby. Also, Fia, accuracy, nicely done. Nails, yeah, that's tense. And this section is so breakable, shown by Kenzie, where just finding an unfortunate slider break and another. But everyone else seems to hold through it just fine. Yeah. But getting to the ending of the map.
Very nice combo. Hope it stays this way.
Oh, unfortunate break. But Alfie is holding a foot. Alfie's no longer holding that 400 combo, so it is now up to Eternum to hold on if they want that score lead to flip, and it is the ending of the map where it gets intense, and Eternum and Kenzie both find misses, so now it's Alfie and Fie both leading the lobby again, and they both break in this identical section. This part is so difficult, the map ramps up so quickly, and Eternum and Alfie both trading each other out. Kenzie and Fie now the only players comboing, and on the end of the map with 130,000 score difference, so it is in favor of the police.
Yeah, that's still good. It doesn't even matter that Alfie broke on the end stream.
Also, still only a 1 miss from Kenzie. I mean, I know this map's slider heavy, but that's still a very good score. This map sucks.
Yeah, but Fia got 800 combo.
Yeah, that 800 combo coming in clutch and crucial for that score lead to be what it was. Bring out the highest score in the lobby, even with the no mod. So, yeah, I mean, fair play to him. And it did work. That no more gamble.
You have 1,000 slider breaks. 1,000 slider breaks.
Yeah, no, I feel that. This map is slider break hell, especially on that ending where it does ramp up in difficulty.
True. Very breakable ending.
Yeah. So now it is 4-3 with what's the word again? Give me a minute. What is the word used for people losing their own map? I've forgotten the word. Breakpoint.
Breakpoint?
That's the one, yeah. Breakpoint, I remembered it, yeah. Yeah, so this match so far hasn't had a single breakpoint, and with the maps remaining, and they're going to that DT1, they do want to pick into that mechanical map. I wonder if this will change yet with the no breakpoints, because when we're this late to the match, you don't want to risk a breakpoint now, especially if you want to try and bring it to tiebreaker.
I'm actually sort of excited to see maybe they will play Hard Rock 2. I doubt it, but maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's on the board, but there are so many maps also still on the board, so it can be a possibility. It's been also a very commonly picked map in this tournament, but no. I'm not sure if these players want to, take their gamble on position, or if they want to play something they're comfortable with, that they've put more practice into. But, by this point, they've kind of played most of those maps, so honestly, the next map pick after this is kind of just in the air.
Comment Sava from Eternum in chat.
Are you French people? I love the fact that Eternum has had to censor French. Okay, Eternum. Okay. I was going to answer politely. The disrespect's just coming out from Eternum. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to see this map, because this map is when I first saw this map, it being a DC1, I was expecting to be a lot more jump focused and a lot of jump heavy, but then I saw it get played, and this map is so mechanical, there's so many more streams than you'd usually expect in that DT1, and I do think this is a map definitely in favor of W Speed, especially compared to the other DC maps we've seen played.
I do think that this map is like really hit or miss, to be honest. Because, for example, I have a 400k score in this, but most of my scores are like below 200k. And then this is just 400k. So it's like, if you get lucky, you can even, I don't know, especially if you get lucky on this level, you can even FC this.
Yeah. Like, it's one of those ones where if you're feeling it, you can put out a phenomenal score just on the fly, but then, you know, on a normal day, or even a day where you're feeling, you know, not at your usual point, you know, getting a good score on this can be quite difficult, especially with, you know, the intensity of this map.
True.
And the intro jump not claiming anyone.
Well, it's not that hard. Mostly, for me, it was mostly bursts in the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I would just not press the last note of one of those bursts for some reason.
Yeah, they're quintuplet burst, so that's, you have to be so much more aware to use your starting finger again when usual for like quads, you know, you don't usually have to. So, you know, that fifth note can really catch you out, and it does with me on a lot of maps. And Kenzie just over-aiming the stream right at the end, slightly off to the left of it. So that's the only break currently being shown, which is not something you want to have, especially when, you know, it's this late into the match and, you know, you're, you know, needing to fight for your point to stay back in. But Alfie and VA just not having a problem, you know, both holding solid 98s, Eternum holding onto that 99, and Kenzie, even with their miss, holding onto almost 99 as well. But, you know, we're only about a third into the map. There's more than enough time to, you know, bring that score back up, and this map definitely does get harder.
But team on the left is getting a lot of free combo, to be honest.
Yeah,
which
they're
is
building a battle combo.
Yep. Also, can I just for a second appreciate this song? This song is just awesome.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh, 3 players breaking! Because I just saw it over-aim from, I think it was Alfio and VA just over-aiming the corner of that stream. So it's just Kenzie now, even with that early tactical miss at this point, just now bringing that combo game into the match and bringing that score lead now back over into favor of W Speed as the map does pick up for its jumps. Going in, you know, with this jump section before it goes into the next set of streams. And no one seems to be struggling just too much on these jumps, because, I mean, when you look at the rest of this map, I don't want to consider this part of the filler section. And going into the break, just to give players that chance to see the other scores. And Kenzie just, yeah, just holding on to that 700 combo now, and Ak leading by a lot. And
no.
Well, that's a very unfortunate break to have, especially on this 1/3 section where everyone else just holds on.
That might just seal the deal, to be honest. But although, who knows?
Yeah, 1/4 of the map left, and VF finding another miss on those triples. Getting to the long stream, which does claim Kenzie, but Eternum's built up enough combo to match Alfie, so it's not fatal yet. Going to the next 1/3 section. That score lead is closing ever so slowly, though. But I don't think it'll close fast enough.
This time I gotta appreciate Kenzie's accuracy, to be honest.
Yeah, that
98.7.
That actually is absurd, especially when comparing to, you know, the other players on the board who have good accuracies, 98s, 97s. But that's a chain miss from every player, and especially Kenzie, losing an entire percent of accuracy from it. Oh, the 100,000 score lead now closer than ever, but there's such little of the map left. I want to say about 20 to 30 seconds remaining. So I don't think there's enough time, especially with the fact that everyone's combos are the same, to switch it over, which means I think, based off these last few seconds, the score lead, yeah, going back to growing, that makes it 4-4, I think, if nothing horrible happens. That's now 4-4.
Yeah, I think we might even go to the tiebreaker.
Oh, it's one map left to each team, and they are going to need to, you know, put out some crazy performances now if they want to bring this match home. That chain miss from Kenzie at the end was so unfortunate. It almost swung it over the other way. I think it was genuinely, I think about 10 of his misses was on the same stream.
Yep.
Oh my lord. But yeah, still crazy scores across the board.
Everyone is above 450k, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and 2 players above 600k as well, which is just an absolute insane performance.
I'm very excited what the next pick gonna be.
is the DT4 330 BPM death streams for 9 minutes. That's how the pool feels to me right now. Thankfully not FIA. That DT4 is an old map from 2010. It is just linear alt patterns. You should be okay.
Yeah, I think GT4 might be one of the easiest maps in the pool, if not the easiest.
Yeah. DT4 is
Also,
the
free
exact
mode
opposite.
2? I like the free mode 2 map, to be honest.
I haven't got an opinion
I-
on it because I've not seen it.
I even played it like before this tournament, so I already had a score. I was already familiar with this map. If anybody likes like old Dragon Force mapping with AR8, wacky, hard to finger control patterns, this map is definitely. I would recommend you playing this.
Speaking of, that free mod 2 is going to get picked from the police.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah.
You might have to take lead on the talking for this one because I'm going to be reading the map as it goes.
Well, I mean, I have troubles reading most of the AR8 maps, but this one seems relatively comfortable to read. Like nothing crazy goes on this map. But let's see how many people pick Hard Rock on this one, because like it's also relatively easy with Hard Rock. But it's just I love the song and I love this mapping. I don't know why. I just love it.
This feels like one of those maps where I'd put on the easy because I feel like it'd just be one of those maps that I'd have to play with easy. Like, playing with Hidden, it's AR8, I wouldn't be able to play it to save my life. And Hard Rock, it'd be a gamble with the position of it.
True. And I mean, this map is very readable, so it's like, it's on the lower side of BPM, so there won't be that many circles at the same time as the screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, agree. It would also feel less less dense than the Big Black was because the Big Black has so many not overlapping sliders, but sliders that kind of show up nearly at the same time. Even though it is technically the same BPM because of the mapping, this map is, it's not going to be as dense as the Big Black was. So running easy on this is probably a bit more viable than it would be for Big Black. But we've already seen so many scores on easy with that map so far.
Now this time Eternum is practicing the map. Let's see how many people actually pick easy on this.
Yeah, based off VA's words, I have a slight feeling they might be running that easy.
Yeah, true. And the match is beginning shortly.
Yeah, based off what I'm reading in chat, I think the players are doing an easy 1v1.
Let's see who. And the turn was
We
easy
are.
and Fia was easy.
It's Hard Rock versus Easy. Let's see how this goes. Also, this background is so cool.
True. I remember when I was practicing this map with Rob GPU and he was like, what's going on with the background? Is it supposed to be like this?
Yeah, it's not the background you'd look at when you see the map, but it's, I feel like it's still fitting for this map.
Yep, true. So far, everyone seems to be going strong.
Yeah, I mean, Eternum only now breaking the SS, but still holding on to combo, so, not causing a major problem yet with everyone, holding on for dear life of that combo. And Eternum does find the break on that section, which is kind of what I was expecting with at least one player to break. And everyone else seems to be holding strong, so that score lead now is in favor of the police, with FIA now also finding their miss, but Eternum does trade it out, so... Yay, shit, yeah, it's just Alfie versus Kempsey now with their scores.
Alfie with SS so far.
Yeah, I mean, Kempsey just broke as well, so that scoreline is just going to be going more and more in favor of the police. I mean, Alfie clearly did put the practice into this map and has that precision to, aim this without problems right now.
That's actually... it was a lag. No break from Eternum. Alfie is still holding SS, what?
Yeah, against the first quarter. I know they just dropped 100s, but they manually aimed the wiggle stream. I know it's CS 6.6, but there is a line there you could aim that normally. But Alfu just did not care and aimed it just manually, and I respect that so much. And Eternum finding it just an unfortunate miss on the middle one of those streams. But, FIA's holding on to that. It's 450 combo now, so that score lead's going to go further and further, and does find that miss, unfortunately. But I wouldn't worry about it too much because that score multiplier was going to be very in their favor. And Kempsey does also find a miss to match it. as you know, Alfie is alone now, holding onto that combo. Solid 999.8, just 2 100s on this map with almost 1,000 combo in. Genuinely such a dominant score. And Eternum does find another miss, which is unfortunate. I mean, that section of these is quite difficult. And FA does actually trade out the miss, and they're kind of trading each other out back and forth at this point. And Kemsey, you know, catching back up for combo, you know, sitting at about 300 with 95.7 actually, but Alfie's on a roll right now. Like, if I've seen a player in flow state, that player right now has to be Alfie.
Exactly.
And they do find the break, which is so unfortunate, but their score is so far ahead that I do not think there's room to panic right now. I mean, there's still a third of the map left, right? It's still savable for W Speed, but both of their players really need to start holding on to combo about now. And it seems Kemsey, you know, starting to build that combo up to 300, holding the leading combo, but Eternum and Fair, you just keep trading each other out on their misses. That easy 1v1 is neck and neck. And if we're looking at the easy 1v1 alone, Fair is in the lead about by 50,000. And Alfie's and Kemsey's 1v1, it's about a difference of 240,000, but I'm not surprised with after Alfie's performance so early in on this map.
Well, accuracy as well, he still holds 99, which on this map is very hard.
Yeah, holding 99 on this, yeah, especially with the fact this is, you know, kind of that anti-mod map of the pool, is genuinely absurd. And, you know, Faye's holding on to 97 with easy. Sure, you know, the OD is easier to hold on, but it's not like it's easy to play the map, and you can see that from Eternum's point, where Eternum's sitting at 91%. Sure, I wouldn't say Eternum's the easy player, you know, that you'd expect from, you know, the players picking easy in this map pool, but their score is still upholding quite well. If you put in the multiplier, they're still holding about 200,000 score with easy, which is quite good. But, you know, just Fier's just putting in a roll as well with easy, putting in the shift. And Alfie and Kemsey are now neck and neck on their combos, but because of the fact that early combo coming in from Alfie, the scoreline just isn't changing into favor of anyone. He's staying in favor of please, sorry.
Alfie is gonna close us out with 99.5?
Yeah, that's actually absurd. 99.5. I want to say it's about like maybe 5 to 7 100s.
Yeah, that sounds like that.
That is dominance. It's 11. I was so off. But yeah, that's a dominant scoreline, and it was only a slider break. What the hell, Alfie? Yeah, that's absurd beyond belief. But yeah, as Fia puts it, huge respect to Eternum for even honouring that easy 1v1 when, you know, it possibly wasn't in the cards that it originally wanted to do. I tried, man. We love that attempt for you, Eternum. We do love that attempt.
Yep. Also, what is crazy, I don't know, is this map like with Hard Rock FC 99.5, is it like 600 or 700?
I don't know, but I can in fact go double check real quick.
That would be actually interesting. If that's like 700, that's crazy.
Razorblade Meltdown. So with Hard Rock, this map is 600 for an SS. So he set about a 5. I want to say about 500, yeah.
Yeah, that seems fair. Although that does not seem like a 650 map, to be honest.
Yeah.
Even Defender seems more like a 600 PP map.
Yeah.
That one looks much harder.
This score coming out from Alfie there was worth a solid 520 PP play in match.
That's nice.
Oh, you gotta rate it. That's just peak. But yeah, now W Speed are now kind of backed into a corner because they have, you know, they have to pick a map they're comfortable with, and that's the map I was expecting them to come out with. They're picking into that No Mod 3. They're picking into their strengths. And if you're this, you know, this close to tiebreaker where you have to win your point to stay in the match, this is the map I'd hope they would do it on.
Unholy Lords bless us.
Yeah.
Ooh. That is gonna be tough considering what Alfie and Fie just showed, like how consistent they are at streams and flow aim. Like, this map is not all about flow aim, but it definitely matters.
Oh yeah, that flow aim is so intense in this map, especially during the Kios where, you know, those flow aim patterns can stretch across the entire screen in a full circle almost.
Who was
It's
heroin player? What the hell?
Wowie? I don't know. I'm so confused.
Why did everyone just assume Wowie though?
I have no idea.
Pro Gamer 72. Okay.
It's my yeah, Wowie. Okay, so it was Wowie.
Well, I certainly don't know some of the memes of this community. Probably.
They're just going off who mapped the map. Heron Gamer 67.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which was Wowie, according to Alfie. That's
Oh,
gas, not a
that's
step
what it
on
means.
gas.
Please beat me, need this supporter.
Yeah, they are looking to hopes and dreams to bring this to tiebreaker because this is a map they do have to win, and I can't state that enough. And again, based off the previous scores I've seen these players put out on it, I think this could go in favor of, well, this is likely to go in favor of Eternum and Kemsey because they pulled out some phenomenal scores in this the last time they played it. But, I mean, Fie and Alfie are both also quite confident on maps like this, so this could, for as much as it could go either way, I'm kind of still expecting it to go in favor of W Speed.
Exactly, and the thing is, W Speed, like, is practically on life support right now. If they don't win this, it's over.
Yeah. And with it being match point, they really have to get the score in the bag.
That might make them nervous. So who knows if they will be able to pull out the same performance they pulled out before.
Yeah, agreed. Because when they played this last time, it was still relatively late into the match. So even though the match they had to win was less, they weren't backed into a corner like they are now. But as we were saying also earlier, those nerfs could also channel them into setting some phenomenal scores, especially as we now go into the intro flowing part where, the map does start to kick off with a song in the background. And Alfie and Kemsey both trade each other out on their misses, but Kemsey just finds a few more afterwards, which is going to start moving that scoreline into the favor of the police with FaZe, full combo 99.7. And Eternum holding on to the same full combo, but, just about 1% less accuracy almost, or about 0.8.
No breaks on this part is relatively calm.
Yeah, this part is where you'd expect the least amount of breaks, but we have seen that happen in this match, especially on this jump section, but everyone does get through it as we get to the next intense part, which FBA does find an unfortunate miss, which is going to start moving that score lead into favor of W Speed slowly, as Eternum does keep holding on, just showing their comfort on this no mod 3 and not worrying about the flowing section. I mean, a small bit of drop there, but it just wasn't the combo, so they don't have to worry. Alfie has brought up, a good combo now, out-comboing Kemsey, and Fie starts to build their supporting combo with accuracies across the board, sitting at 99, and Kemsey with a 97.
You're actually seeing the tiebreaker, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, with a miss from Alfie there, it's looking more and more likely, but we are only halfway through the map. There are so many more intense parts coming up, but if Eternum and Kemsey just keep holding on as they are currently, there is definitely a chance for that to happen. I mean, Fie's building up their combo now, sitting at about 450 with that nice accuracy too. But, that scoreline is now about 87,000, and we're kind of in the easy combo section when you look at the rest of the map. But, it's going to start kicking back off again as all players do hit the jumps. And the next next key eye does kick off with no breaks so far. But this part is so intense. Finding a break here is so easy because it does have this awkward flowing patterns, as you see from Alfie does finding a miss, and so does Kemsey to trade it out. So it's Eternum versus Faye, and Faye holding on to that 700 combo, but does just find another unfortunate break, and both players of Police do find another break to match themselves. But Eternum, once again, pulling out a phenomenal score with this combo, sitting at 99.4 again, sitting at 1400 combo, getting to this long slider. And Kemsey now building up that supporting combo as well to, match, not match, but help their team go further, and matching Alfie's combo as well. And Fie does find another unfortunate break. We're getting to the last quarter of the map, and it is 270,000 in favor of W Speed. That tiebreaker is looking more and more possible. And Eternum hits the jump this time, so it is possible for them to keep this score going. Because that jump did claim Eternum on the last time they played this, just to choke the run.
Ooh.
But they have got past him. It's just going to be the next bits of flowing, these next sliders. And that 300,000 score difference, and only Alfie holding on to that 400 combo for their team. It's going to be difficult to bring this back. I don't even know if it'd be possible, especially with Eternum holding on to a score like this. And Kemsey also matching, a 500 combo does pull out a great supporting combo to out-combo both players on Police here. when I was saying earlier about No More 3 being a map they could pick into for confidence to not guarantee a pick, but to put it heavily in their favor, this is the best use of that pick I think I've ever seen, because they're backed into a corner. They're 1 point away from losing, so they decide to bring out the sledgehammer of a map that they know that Eternum can pull out 2,000 combo, 820,000 score, and still climbing. Alfie also bring up that 700 combo now, hasn't found a miss in quite a while, and Kenzie does find their miss now, but there's no time to change that 550,000 score lead. It's just Eternum now who does find a break at the ending. That's unfortunate, we don't see an FC, but it is not a problem because we get to see the tiebreaker for the semi-finals. What the hell, Eternum? Back-to-back crazy scores on this map. Not even a miss. Just finding an unfortunate slider break to bring out a phenomenal S rank. And we get to see the tiebreaker.
That's actually pretty exciting. My first time commentating a real match and we're seeing a tiebreaker. That's...
Yeah. 2 FCs in a row. Sadly weren't FCs, Kenzie, so I'm so sorry. But yeah, we get to see a cybernetic superliminal apocalyptic post-war delineation. A map by Oliveira. Difficulty resurrection. It is a 5-minute map, 7.75 stars. And it is our tiebreaker for today. And for this round. I'm excited to see because this could be close. I mean, Fie and Alfie have had experience in tiebreakers already. You know, they might be a bit more confident for tiebreakers, but you know, with this map, it can't just go in anyone's favor. It's a tiebreaker. It has everything. No, you're going to need that level of nerve control because, you know, you are now fighting for your life in this tournament. Any misses could result in you losing out on competing for the next round.
I didn't even practice this tiebreaker when we were playing with RapGPO. We practiced the first two, but I don't even know what to expect. So for me, this tiebreaker will definitely be a surprise.
Yeah. Well, it seems like Eternum's going to be asking for a quick timeout.
Fair enough.
Which is understandable. You need to get those nerves shaken out. Maybe even take a quick look at what the map has to offer if you haven't practiced it before. And now is a great time to do it, which we see Faye actually going to be going to do.
Almost everyone leaves the lobby except Alfie.
Yeah, Alfie looking, you know, confident and dominant in this situation. All of the players are out either looking at the map or doing something, you know, just to get themselves ready for this tiebreaker. And Alfie not even worrying about it and just ready to play.
So we can take a little moment to relax.
Yeah, just actually going to take a quick 5 seconds, so I'll be back in a quick moment.
Okay, so I'll keep you guys a company, maybe. Let's see how many people are watching. 22 people. Hello everyone in chat. Just taking a short breather. Just relax. Crack your knuckles. And let's see how this one will go. Actually, let me look up the stats of this map, just so I'm more... so I can... Yeah. Welcome back.
Thank you.
AR 9.8. Oh, that's what I like to see, because personally, I have a lot of trouble reading maps that are below AR 9.7. I don't know why. Like AR 8s, the scores on AR 8 maps that I have, I just had to learn them pretty much. So 9.8 on the tiebreaker, it's nice. It's certainly nice. 10.75 stars.
I've been called out for apparently mispronouncing the mapper's name, and I don't even know what I said to pronounce it.
Wait, mapper's name? Alvearia? I don't know how to pronounce it, no. I'm gonna stop before I get called out as well.
I've accidentally pronounced it as a drink. It's a drink named aloe vera, but it's not how I don't think I pronounced it as that. I thought I pronounced it as... I don't even know how to pronounce that name, so I might have actually done that. If that's the case, my apologies to the mapper. I'm really bad with pronunciation, as you can tell from me being English. English is the worst case if you're trying to pronounce something, because it makes no sense.
I mean, I'm Ukrainian, so...
Yes, you're already better at English than I am, so, like, damn.
I don't think so, bro.
Nah, the one thing you'll learn, especially when you talk to people, like English people, especially British people specifically, we don't know how to speak our own language. Because the more you understand English, the less it makes sense. And I don't get it either.
Yeah, sometimes I get that feeling, but still, it's your native language, you know?
Yeah, and we suck at it, don't you worry. But it is tiebreaker time, and Alfie's coming out with the hidden for the tiebreaker. Ooh. Looking to try and get that, that just extra bit of a score lead.
Alfie should get the most confident player ever medal.
Honestly, at this point, yeah.
Didn't leave the lobby to look at the map, then puts on hidden.
Yeah, I feel like Alfie is that kind of player that does just put so much work into practicing map pools. Now, of course, I don't know that for sure, but with the way that Alfie's been playing and the attitude that I can interpret from their play, it just feels like that. As we get into the first section, Alfie does find a really unfortunate break, but it's a 5-minute map this early in, not a problem, especially when you look at the map that it is with these heavy sliders, this heavy flow aim. It's going to cause breaks everywhere, but not a single break other than Alfie so far, which is not something I was expecting. And getting to a bit more of an intense part, which does claim a Turnham. And getting to a more flowing, steady section, does claim a Turnham again, but Fier and Kenzie going back and forth in their combo right now. They are both sitting at 500. Alfie now building up that support combo back up to 300. And this part is going to be quite complex, especially on that, that flowing section, that mechanical ability. But it doesn't seem to claim anyone.
The stolen Ketamine team seems very confident on this map, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, Kenzie did find an unfortunate miss on the square pattern, but it seems that Fier does not want to worry about that themselves, and Alfie's catching back up on that combo. Both those players leading this match right now. As Eternum and Kenzie will try to grow their combos back up, but Kenzie missing, unfortunately, on the long slider. Just missing the slider tick out narrowly.
Alfie and Fia still holding. There's nothing to break on, so that's free combo.
Yeah, Eternum does find the break though. Yeesh, that's another low combo reset for both players in W speed. Kenzie's sitting about 170. Eternum finding another break, sitting about 80. But Fier putting out a monstrous performance right now, sitting 1,000 combo in, and Alfie catching up to that 800 combo. That early break didn't seem to shake Alfie in the slightest, and the accuracies across the board. 98 almost from Fier, 97 from Alfie, and 95 and 94 from Kenzie and Eternum. And the map does start to kick back off, getting to a more intense section with that aim, those sliders. And everyone seems to be kind of okay on it right now. None of the bursts catching anyone out. The really awkward aim doesn't catch anyone either. All of these players looking like they've put some good practice into this map, or at least know the map well enough to put out performance like this. But Alfie does find a really unfortunate slider break and miss. But it's nothing to worry about for their team, because they're 192,000 in the lead. And Fier is just in everyone else's combos. And it just causes them to find such an unfortunate slider break, dropping 1,200 combo into this next section. Then Alfie and Kenzie both trade each other out. Oh, this one is a Turnham. Oh, then the Turnham gets claimed on those triangle patterns. Yeah, this part does get really intense. Kenzie finding another break, those sliders going intense, claiming another person again. And Alfie also does find an unfortunate miss, so does Eternum. It's Fier back to holding the lead, taking combo again of the match. Just, generally putting out kind of a genuine dominant performance on this map. I mean, a crazy combo to start off with, a crazy score to start building up, and Kenzie finding another unfortunate miss. We're in the last quarter of the map, 230,000 score difference. Fier and Kenzie both trading each other out misses, but Alfie catching back up on that combo. 250 combo to lead. Eternum missing just as the slow section starts, dropping the chance for their free combo.
The score lead is insane.
Yeah, 250,000 score lead. genuinely a dominant performance from FIA here. Just even though they did find an unfortunate slider break there, a turn and did trade it out just moments before. And Alfie now putting into that 400 combo, bringing, that combo into work with their hidden bonus too. And Kenzie, building that combo now back to 250 combo, but does find another unfortunate break just before more free combo. But getting to the stream. It's a long stream, it claims FIA. That slow stream does, cripple that score a bit, but this Alfie also does get claimed by it. So that's now both players in W Speed now leading the match for their combos, but that score lead is so far in favor of Police. It's 250,000, and we're at the last moments of the map. The last, I want to say, about 45 seconds. And a turn just chain missing on the stream and the alt pattern. All that. I do think this has been finalized, unless there's something aberrant about one of the scores on Alfie and FIA to ruin the score possible. And the chain is coming out from FIA. But Alfie's just holding on to that 400 combo even through this slider section now, going into it.
Both players have left for 100k.
Oh my god, the three players do find misses. Alfie, FIA, and Ketamine all trading each other out on their misses, so Eternum is the only one to combo into this ending, but does find the slider break last second. And that is the Police have found my hidden stash of stolen Ketamine, winning the tiebreaker by 250,000 score. And FIA, what was that performance? Pulling out 1200 combo, and Alfie as well. A 5-miss, 1000 combo with hidden.
So well played.
Absolute insane performances from both of those players to win this round, and that is such a fair play from them. With it being the semi-finals, I do believe, however, that W Speed do get another chance to take that third place spot of the tournament. This is my second tournament. Well played, Kenzie. If this being your second tournament playing, that is phenomenal. To get yourself into a chance, to bring yourself into a chance to get top 3 of this tournament, that's just cracked, bro. To quote one of the players, Kemsey, you're cracked, bro. But yeah, that is the Police found my hidden stash of stolen Ketamine going into the finals, which will be later.
Also, seed 10 defeating the seed 3, which I think that's a crazy performance.
Yeah, we've had some crazy sweeps, crazy upsets this tournament. We had 41 who were seed 22 knocking out seed 6, and another upset from them coming out. But they did lose to W Speed, but W Speed now also losing the semi-finals, being upset by seed 10, Alfie and FIA, pulling out crazy performances from every map they played, and especially on their own picks.
This was a crazy match to watch, and I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to commentate it. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to make it to commentate the next match, but still.
Yeah, well, if you can't make it to the next match, it was very nice having you, and thank you for joining me on the commentating table here. And
thank you.
Yeah, I hope I get to have another chance to commentate with you again.
Yeah, maybe another Marvel Blitz.
Yeah, maybe, honestly, yeah.
Unless I just become a better player and get to the semifinals myself with Rough GPO. Who knows?
Yeah, and honestly, I'll let you know that I'll be there commentating along the way if possible, because it was generally an exciting match. Your matches were exciting to watch, and I really enjoyed commentating them just as much as I enjoyed commentating the winning team here. And yeah, I mean, I've got to say thank you for joining me, even with your first official match commentating. You did well. I'm happy to have been here to join you.
Thank you. It was very nice talking to you as well and commentating together with you.
Thank you.
You're generally a god of commentating, to be honest. You had so many things to say that sometimes I was just thinking about this and then you would say this. Bro, you're goated.
As my favorite quote for commentating has been, I just love speaking, so I'll just keep speaking.
Okay, I think it wraps up this match.
Yeah, that does. This does wrap up this match. However, do not leave yet, because we have another match coming up in just a few moments, which I believe I have Stu joining me on the commentating table to commentate the next semi-finals match, which will also just be as exciting. Maybe not a tiebreaker, but will just be close and will be a banger match to watch.
I just wanna, for 1 second, I wanna talk to Stu for a moment, just say hi to him, to be honest. I haven't spoken to him in like ages.